is the challenger, the former junior lightweight, former junior welterweight, former two-time welterweight champion of the world, the Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya!
Well, I rate him up there with the real good champions in the ring, but before the fight and some of his antics after and before and during even, I don't rate him very high at all.
Why is that?
I just don't respect some of the things that he does. I think he brings boxing down.
Before the fame, before the gold-plated pay-per-view headliners, before becoming the face of boxing for a generation, there was Oscar De La Hoya, the young prodigy fresh off Olympic glory just 7 fights into his professional career. As we continue to break down the Golden Boy's legendary career, we reach the point he challenges a former world champion, a new kind of test. This test is Troy Dorsey, a seasoned brawler, a former world champion in both boxing and kickboxing. Born in Mansfield, Texas, Troy Dorsey was a fighter in the purest sense of the word. Before ever lacing up gloves in a squared ring, Dorsey made a name for himself in kickboxing.
Kick several times the body, and then when I spin, he expects the body kick and pow.
A sport where stamina, toughness, and mental grit weren't just advantages. They were survival tools. With a career that began in martial arts tournaments, Dorsey won multiple world titles in kickboxing, including the PKA Featherweight World Championship. By the late 80s, he held world titles across several sanctioning bodies. A black belt and a technician in the art of violence, he carried that intensity into boxing, building a pro record that saw him challenge some of the best featherweights in the world. He was tough as leather, never the fastest, never the flashiest. But Dorsey was the kind of man who didn't get beat. He got outlasted, and even then it never came easy. By the time he met De La Hoya, Troy had already shared the ring with legends like Jorge Paez, Kevin Kelly, and Jesse James Leija, pushing each of them to the brink with a relentless motor and granite chin. In fact, not a single man had ever knocked him down.
Well, this is it.
Oscar De La Hoya was just 20 years old. But he wasn't your average 20-year-old. He was the Golden Boy, the pride of East LA, the Olympic gold medalist with lightning-fast hands and a picture-perfect left hook. This was Oscar De La Hoya's first fight on HBO. A true coming-out moment in front of a national audience. With the spotlight on him, he needed to deliver a showcase performance. And he did just that.
Their Gene Hatcher, now retired, former WBA champion. A pressure guy will come in and won't quit, will throw a ton of punches and keep pressure on you, and that's what we expect to see.
From the opening bell, the difference in class was evident. De La Hoya boxed beautifully, peppering Dorsey with fluid combinations and showing poise far beyond his years.
Dorsey with a left hand.
I like that move of De La Hoya. He landed one left hook, little step to the right and threw another one. Here we see the talent.
After just 50 seconds into the bout, the Texan absorbed vast punishment. This resulted in a cut over the right eye.
And already Dorsey is busted up, but you can see De La Hoya side to side. Look at him spin off the ropes, out into the middle. This is a kid, Tim, so far I can't find any fault with him at all. Tim, watch this lateral movement of Oscar De La Hoya. Beautiful, side to side, left to right.
Kickboxer, a bout he lost in Paris.
Another good left hook by De La Hoya. And look at those short combinations. Look at those punches.
Dorsey keeping the pressure on.
Battered and stumbling back to his corner, Dorsey wore the look of a man who'd just been through a meat grinder. At the end of the round, the referee examined the eye and decided enough was enough, waving the fight off. Oscar De La Hoya showcased his class against Troy Dorsey, dominating. De La Hoya secured the victory, proving he was levels above Dorsey in skill and execution. many believed ready for a world title this early into his career.
I think everybody agrees that you have a bright future ahead of you. Some of your people, and I think you yourself have said you'd like to talk about the possibility of 6 titles in 6 different weight divisions. Is that what you hope for?
That's what I hope for, but right now we got to get that first one.
Oscar would continue his trajectory to superstardom, but before the super fights, before the billion-dollar brand, there was the Troy Dorsey fight. This is OMR Boxing signing off.